Ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be an extremely hot topic. I've been across pretty much every social media page you could possibly think of, all over Twitter, all over Reddit, all over YouTube, pretty much every stream I possibly saw. Not many people are enjoying the Modern Warfare 2 experience. But I gotta say, me personally, I know what I'm going to be getting. I know I'm going to be getting a ton of backlash, but I had a really good time playing throughout my first play session. And usually I would feel that this is some type of honeymoon phase. But my honeymoon phase typically dies in the beta. The first couple of days of the beta, or even the first weekend of the beta, I'm extremely excited. I love playing something new. And then by the second beta, I'm not excited anymore. I'm losing interest. And then full release, I hate it. Throughout the full life cycle of Modern Warfare 2, you can look at, pretty much all my videos. I've had a fair share of criticism for this game. But once I got my hands on, I have been enjoying what I've been playing. It's been pretty consistent. And still to this day, even after launch, I'm having a fun time. Now, obviously, there are tons of issues when it comes to servers in Modern Warfare 2. I know this. And it is ruining the overall experience. I will tell you, it's very obnoxious. But when it comes to the gameplay itself, when I push the server problems aside and I think, okay, what about a year from now? When I can actually get into the game, I can party up with my friends, I could do this, I could do that, smoothly without any problems. How will I feel then? And when I'm in a game-to-game experience, just like in the beta, I enjoyed what the game had to offer. Like I said, from the start, I could tell Modern Warfare 2 actually had a decent amount of potential to live up to a old school styled Call of Duty game. But of course, due to some design decisions, obviously by Infinity Ward, taking away minimap, footstep noise, dead silence, this, that, the list goes on. It lacks the potential to be a top tier COD, but still, down to the core, if I have to compare this game to Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, pretty much every single game that I just witnessed in my life, I can play this game consistently without getting frustrated, without getting annoyed. I can play it, consistently while running and gunning. I can push enemies. Other enemies are pushing me. A lot of people are apparently having a lot of camping problems in this game. I'll be real with you. Skill-based matchmaking kicked in day one for me. I'm going to go ahead and make another video about this. But again, keep in mind, this is my first impressions. I'm going to be going into much more detailed topics in the near future. So stay tuned into this channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification button this week, next week, probably for the next upcoming month. Multiple different things. I want to dig deep, see what's going on. If Infinity Ward gives us updates, blog posts, or any good, useful information, I'm going to cover on this channel. But for this video in particular, it's just going to be first initial impressions. But as I was saying, as skill-based matchmaking kicks in and the competition starts to, slowly heat up, the individuals I'm running into are not the people who are camping in the back of the map. These guys are people who are running and gunning, they're B-hopping, they're attempting to slide cancel, but haha, in this game you can't go ahead and slide cancel, which I gotta say, I do enjoy the movement system. I will once again make another video dedicated to this, but I might talk about it a little bit in my first impressions. But overall, people are rotating around the maps that I'm playing, especially if you switch over to a game mode like Hardpoint or something like that, where the objective rotates around the map, and it kind of encourages people more often to move compared to a game mode like Domination, where you just defend B, or TDM, where you're just supposed to play to stay alive. People actually rotate around in Hardpoint, so it's a tad bit more enjoyable. But even in Dom, or even in Team Deathmatch, I have tons of Team Deathmatch footage that I'm going to be showcasing to you guys over the next week or two, where I'm, once again, running and gunning 24/7. It really isn't impossible, and it's quite fun once you master the overall gameplay loop. As I was saying a little bit earlier, the movement is more toned down. It feels like a traditional COD. People are mad because you can't B-hop like 5-8 times at once. That's how Call of Duty has always been. So I don't really have any problems with it. I'm an OG COD guy. I like games like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, COD 4, World at War. Those are my favorite COD games I could possibly think of. And in those games, you B-hop once, that's what you do. You B-hop once, you could drop shot. In some games, you could dolphin dive. It was a nice mixture. And to be honest with you, it was a pretty decent skill gap in Call of Duty. It allowed the game to be casual, but it wasn't over the top. It wasn't like slide canceling that you see nowadays, where you have to constantly spam and input every single second of your life, or, B-hopping 50 trillion times. There were simple little skill gaps, jump shotting and also drop shotting and other things like that. But people who actually learned how to master them, mastered the timing of these mechanics, knew when to use them in which situations, were the ones who excelled. While in casual gameplay, a person who doesn't want to do all that nonsense can still be able to compete. They can still hold their own. They're not going to win every gunfight against a player like that, but it's not going to feel like they're completely out of the loop in they can't get to point A to point B before someone can get a head glitch and beam them down every 5 seconds. There's none of that in this game. It feels very equal, very fun, and the majority of it revolves all around gun skill. Now, yes, there are campers. People are going to camp in every single Call of Duty game known to mankind. I don't know why this is still a massive, massive, massive issue. Like I said beforehand, it's map designs. I complain more about maps than campers because campers have been here since day one. People in COD 4 have camped with M16s and stopping power. People in World at War have camped. People in Modern Warfare 2 have camped. People in Modern Warfare 3 have camped. Black Ops 2. Every favorite Call of Duty game in the world has had campers and has had things in the game that helps campers, improve their gameplay. It's annoying. I don't really care for it, but again, it's a playstyle out there for people. At the end of the day, it's up to us to be able to combat that. Now, map designs were so poor in Modern Warfare 2019 that I couldn't combat a camper. The camper had every utensil in the book. They had perks to regen their claymores. They had overpowered shotguns that can shoot you across the map. And the map designs were so horribly laid out that these safe spaces were like actual fortresses. There were many fortresses that you had to break through. Well, in Modern Warfare 2, a lot of the map designs here are not like that. Very fast-paced, very action-packed. I can get from point A to point B. Well, what I meant there is from one side of the map all the way to the other in less than like 10 seconds. It really is not that complex. And they took out the biggest map, Museum. Honestly, I like that map too, but they took it out. I wonder if they're actually reworking that. Imagine if they rework that. Then they're really listening to the community's feedback. That'll be interesting to see. And once again, I know I'm going to get some negative feedback in the comment section for this one, but I guess I'm going to be the man with the hot takes this year. The border map, probably the most hated map in the game right now. I kind of like it. It gives me, obviously, some wet work vibes from Call of Duty 4, just a one straight lane. Now, wet work, there was an extra lane, Well, it wasn't really necessarily a lane because no matter what side you pushed up on the boat, whether it was the right or the left, it was completely exposed from the middle. Like I said, it's the same exact design. This map, honestly, has more cover than wet work. So, with all honesty, I prefer this map right here over wet work with, frags ×3 and stuff like that. But the funny thing is that wet work, everybody loved that map. Everybody adores it. If you hop on Call of Duty 4 right now, the majority of all the lobbies are just going to constantly cycle through wet work as much as possible. Not 24/7, but, whenever they see it up in rotation, you best believe everybody's voting for it. People just eat it up completely. So, to be honest with you, this map kind of gives me some resemblances of it. Again, I understand it's an unpopular opinion, but I do want to give you my honest opinion. I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world for everybody, but for me personally, I had a decent experience. Overall, the map designs in this game are much better than 2019. Honestly, they're better than all the games I've played. Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, and Modern Warfare 2019. I actually really did enjoy my experience on them. Overall, guys, I had a fun time. There's a very few things that I had to complain about besides server problems and being able to party up with friends during my play session. I played for about, I know you're going to hate me for this one, but 10 hours on stream. We were streaming this game. I really did want to get you guys good first impressions today. I wanted to wear myself out, There was no way I was going to be able to give you a good first impressions if I only played a couple of hours, called it quits, and hopped on. No, I wanted to put through everything. I wanted skill-based matchmaking to kick my ass. I wanted to see how long it was going to grind, and trust me, grinding in this game is going to take us a long time. I wanted to go through everything, the servers, all the possibilities, and then make my first impressions. And I did so. If you guys do want to tune into the stream, I'm going to be streaming Modern Warfare 2 once again today for probably around the same time. Lord help me, playing this game that long. It's probably not that healthy, but, I'm doing it for the content right now. I'm trying to stack up on as many clips as I can. So, if something does happen, I'll have backup footage of Modern Warfare 2 to go ahead and still make commentaries. But, I wanted to get some good first impressions out, and I think that 10 hours is reasonable enough to give first impressions. I feel like I played enough of it to have real emotions out of it, and overall, the main thing that pissed me off was getting kicked out and booted out of the servers 24/7, but that's a problem that can easily be fixed. The gunplay feels really punchy, really exciting. Every single gunfight I get into with an assault rifle or even an SMG, an LMG, everything, it feels like it punches. It's Modern Warfare 2019 animations times 10, Really, all it comes down to for me with this game right now is probably the minimap. That would be a drastic difference for gameplay. I mean, running, gunning, movement, everything would be improved if we had a functional minimap. And probably the footstep noise still, because we don't have dead silence, and they're never going to obviously change that back. So they need to keep reducing the footsteps because they're ridiculous in this game. There's things like that, but overall, I mean, the gameplay isn't that shabby for me. Now, this is subject to change, Like I said, I've only had less than a day of playtime right now. We're going to really pack in some time into this game to see how it's really going to turn out, Let's see how these commentaries turn out a month from now, right? We'll see if my opinion changes. But for the time being, I'm enjoying myself. It might be an extended honeymoon phase, but only time will tell. We'll see how the commentaries roll on out. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm going to go into some more detailed topics later on in the week. I just want to give my first initial impressions today. So stay tuned for Skoey's matchmaking videos, map videos, weapon videos, and just more in detailed videos of how I feel about specific things that Infinity Ward has changed, improved upon, or even, made worse between MW 2019 to Modern Warfare 2. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bonus, I hate it. Leave a dislike. Also, for brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat me, this do we do so out Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.